Hey guys, today I wanted to make a little reflection because I was thinking about this and I made a video. It was a year ago and it was about mm, how, like, if you don't do things for yourself or if you don't help yourself, nobody's gonna come to help you. You know what I mean? Like, nobody's gonna come save you, if you don't, you know what I mean? If you want to do something or if you want something to happen, you have to do it or you have to make it happen, and you can't wait for somebody to like decide that they're gonna help you to get there or whatever. And this video is going to be about if other people don't help themselves, you can't help them, you know? So it's essentially the same way, but it's different. But the thing is, I've had experiences where I've spent a lot of time with people trying to help them, trying to give them advice, trying to orient them. I'm not saying I have like the universal truth or like if you do what I say, you're going to do amazing in life or whatever. No, because I don't have the universal truth and everybody's different. But I mean, if I don't know, to an extent, it's like, it's useless because I've spent, and I swear, I even regret this. And I shouldn't say that I regret it, but I've spent so much time trying to help people, trying to give them advice, trying to, like guide them or whatever, give them my opinion, give them my support and all of that, and being there for those people, for them to not listen to my advice, not agree with anything that I say, and then I ended up being right in the end. But that's a topic for another video. And they end up doing whatever they want and they keep doing whatever they want. They keep doing making the same mistakes, and I'm like, you know what? Why am I giving them advice? Why am I spending all this time helping them if it's really for fucking nothing? Because they're not going to listen to my advice. They don't agree with anything that I'm saying. Why the fuck am I here? What am I doing? We've literally spent hours today. Like, that's an example. It was not today. But like, there are days where I'm like, dude, I literally spent 4 fucking hours talking to this person, being there for them, talking it out, for them to just keep doing the same fucking thing and not learning the lesson over and over and over. And it's like, I could have done something better with my time, like making a video or making a TikTok or whatever, or just going for a walk, do a little workout. I don't know, whatever it is. And it's like, at some point, there's a lot of videos that are like, oh, you have to be selfish, you have to be selfish. You do have to be selfish to an extent, because it's like, if you don't prioritize what you want, if you're gonna help yourself, if you're like, okay, I want to do this, I'm gonna do it. Like, I want to make content, okay, I'm gonna use this time to make a video, okay, cool. But don't spend that time, like, if you know you can spend that time doing something more productive, if you were going to do something more productive, don't spend that time helping somebody out. I'm not saying you shouldn't help people out, like sometimes, there are extremes, right? Like, there's moments where you have to help people because otherwise, you know what I mean? Like, there are people that are in critical situations. But if it's just advice or whatever, if you want to bring someone up and that person does not want to bring themselves up, even if you love that person, it's like that person is not willing to help themselves. It's like, imagine you're helping somebody with like relationship advice, because that's what I was doing, relationship advice and whatever. If they're not going to listen to you, do not give them advice. Or like, if somebody wants to lose weight and you're like, okay, I'm going to help this person because I have willpower, because I want to stay skinny or whatever, and this person wants to lose weight. Okay, I'm going to help this person. Cool. But if they're not helping themselves, you know what I mean? Like, if you know that if you're not there, they're not going to have the willpower to not eat dessert that day, they're going to eat dessert, Or even if it was like the opposite way, like the other way around. Like, if you're trying to help somebody gain weight, because they're too skinny, like unhealthy, and why did I have to specify? If you're trying to help somebody gain weight, and you know that the moment you're not there, they're gonna stop eating. They're not gonna eat anything at all. The moment you're there, okay, you're helping them. You're making sure that they eat something, or that they eat enough, or that their balanced diet. Their diet is balanced. The moment you're not there, they're going to keep doing what they were doing. They're going to stick to the routine that they had because they don't have the willpower. So it doesn't matter the amount of hours that you spend helping somebody if they don't want to help themselves. If when you're not around, they're not going to, you know what I mean? Like, they're not going to follow your advice, or they're not going to keep going with that. Or even if with relationship advice or whatever life advice, you tell them like, hey, you shouldn't do this, you shouldn't do that, like that, this, I don't, whatever, like, this has more dignity. With this other thing, you're basically mopping the floor with, the other person is mopping the floor with you. They're taking advantage of you or whatever. If they don't want to listen to that, it doesn't matter how many hours you talk to them, you're not gonna fucking convince them. And that's it. So, moral of the story, if that person is not, yeah, just helpable. Like, if you've tried, it's okay to try. Listen, it's okay. I'm not saying you shouldn't help people, but if you're helping somebody and they're not helping themselves and what you're doing feels like it is in fucking vain, like I said, there's extremes, right? But I think, like, generally speaking, it's unhealthy. Okay, I'm just gonna say it's unhealthy. Do not try to help a person if they don't want to help themselves. Okay, they have to start wanting to help themselves. If anything, you can tell them, hey, listen, been trying to help you. You're not willing to help yourself. You know what? I'm not gonna give you advice anymore. Or you can just stop giving them advice. You know, the people I used to give advice to, I'm just not giving them advice. I don't know if they noticed, but I'm not even telling them. I'm not even giving them my opinion. I'm just not even giving them my opinion, honestly. And that's it. There's no point. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you next time. Bye. And do something productive with that time. Okay? If you know you can spend that time doing something better, do that thing. Okay? Don't prioritize other people if those people are not even prioritizing themselves. Yeah, that sounds like a better ending, because sometimes I end my videos and I'm like, the conclusion was kind of whack. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. Bye.